Hello, this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. This video is for Lionel in Kansas, and these are 1993 600 SL throttle bodies, both repaired. And just showing you, want to show you the operation on the bench first, and possibly tomorrow I'll be able to show them working on the vehicle. Just another quick demonstration. Now, as you can see on the bench, they do not open all the way because other computers are missing. So in the vehicle I will be able to open them all the way. So right now they're just connected standalone to the e-gas module from another V12. As you can see, these are the connections here. Okay, so it goes into the bottom module there, and they will sit on the bench like this for a while, overnight for sure. Now, both throttle bodies had issues with wires, but the driver's side actually had this very rare problem that I've seen only once in my history, and I've done a lot of these. This one had this very issue. Potentiometer was jammed and misaligned. I do not understand how that can happen. I have just one theory, is that it's a manufacturer's defect, because the way the potentiometer sits in there, it's super precise because there is no adjustment on it. Once it sits, the linkage has to line up, the plate has to, everything has to line up. So for some reason, it was both plates, they were just very rubbing against each other very tightly, and they would jam. So when the plate opens, it follows with the linkage, and then the linkage was very tight to move. So all of that stuff, I had to just tear it all down, get the potentiometer out, grind it down, shim it, realign it, put it back in, and it does work fine now. The linkage is nice and light, and no more binding, no more sticking. Everything seems just fine, because that was another kind of weird problem. I didn't want to leave it like that because eventually it will fail. So we cannot have it happen, because those potentiometers are very rare and difficult to find. Only ones possible, you know, the only ones that you can get are the ones from another throttle body, and that's V12. That's expensive. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is, this is just basically a bench test operation. It's not like they get sticky or whatever. They work just fine, as you can see. It's just that my little motor is weak, so it cannot open and close them as fast as I can with my hand, but everything seems fine. Now, next thing I wanted to show you is the readings. So here we have both throttle bodies sitting in idle. So let's just go like that. As you can see, 431, 431. So both throttles, plates, they sit at the exact voltage, even voltage. The bottom voltages are always different. So this is the throttle plate, and this is the reference voltage to tell if this throttle body isn't jamming by any chance. So the second reading is only for the computer, and this one is the control reading from the actual lever. So obviously they do not correspond to each other, but if, let's say, we open throttle slightly, voltage on top and voltage here, they have to be equal. So as you can, well, it takes a little bit of time for computer to realize it's, you know, to check the readings. But as you can see, 339, 339. So I move the lever a little more, and readings will also follow. Both of them will be equal. So 256 on the bottom. Well, this one 256, 256 on top. So that's pretty good to me. I have no issues with that. So let's just go wide open throttle. 199 on the bottom reading. That's the passenger side throttle, that's the driver side throttle. So driver 199, passenger 199. Very good. So, and let's just go and let's say just slight opening of a throttle. So 411 on the driver's side, 429 on the driver's side, 429 on the passenger side. So, and so on it goes with readings. The voltage changes. Yeah, there could be just slight 1/100th of a volt difference. That's actually okay, but usually V12s, they're very equal to each other, pretty much exact voltages on passenger and driver side. Okay, So right now I'm going to leave them to be energized on the bench like this, let them run. They will warm up, and if any issues during hot operation will be found, throttles will shut down, and there I can check for codes with my diagnostic computer here. Nothing else really interesting further down on other pages with the live readings, so I'm not really going there. So let's see if we see anything with on-off switches. Probably not gonna see anything because we don't have gas pedal hooked up. Okay, so I'm going to leave it to that. So they will be on the bench for quite a long time, and then tomorrow I'll have my car and I'll be able to actually plug them in real quick and start it up to show you how they activate when engine is running, because you want to see that there is no fuel safety shut off, so readings are proper. Okay, so this is going to be all. This is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.